Welcome to day 3 for Lightsteel quarantine camp. We're working on skills today. We're going to get into 7 different areas. So just a couple drills, a few minutes in each category. The first one's going to be technique, working on the proper movement of our hands. Then we're going to get into the speed of those hands, and then range, expanding our reach and our comfort zone. Precision, making sure that we stick handle around some obstacles and our aim is really good with that puck when we're stick handling. Then we're getting into our game-specific moves and fakes. Today we're going to be working on a backhand drag, and I've got some NHL clips to show on that as well. And then just some fun, non-practical skills that are just a lot of fun to work on, and finishing off with a little bit of strength and burnout for our top hand. So getting right into it, go ahead and use this video as a follow-along. After each explanation, you can pause it and do a number of sets, ideally somewhere around 4, taking lots of rest in between. Starting off with technique, we're going to use a toilet paper roll if you have one. So this is going to be a really good tool for making sure we use our hands properly. Our top hand is going to be responsible for the rotation of that stick, and our bottom hand is our speed hand, a little bit looser grip, and it's got to be able to slide up and down, grip when you need to, and then be loose when you need to. So we're just going to work on a dribble in front of our body here, and then in each different stick handling zone. So forehand front, forehand behind, backhand front, backhand behind, working on the rotation of that top wrist, and letting that bottom hand just move the puck and be along for the ride with a looser grip. So about 4 sets there, and then we're going to get into our second technique one. We're using the toilet paper roll again, and we're just working on slips. If you don't have a toilet paper roll somewhere in your house, then just collect one the next time that one of the bathrooms runs out of TP, and keep that to the side for your training. So this one's just going to be slips. We're using our forehand toe and our backhand heel underneath the stick, and the key here is we want to slide our hand properly. So when you snap that puck, you're then going to pull your backhand back out to the side to get some clearance over the top of that stick, and then put it back down to catch that puck. So we're going to snap again, snap the puck first, pull, extend the back arm back, and catch on the other side. This is going to really help you work on this slip move and get a higher percentage going on that one whenever you try it. Okay, now we're into the speed. So we're just going to work on a dribble in the front zone, so in between the feet in front of our body, as fast as you possibly can with those hands. Get them going really quick. Once you feel a little bit of a burn, stop, take a break, and then repeat that for about 4 sets. Then we're going to get into a dribble crossover. So we're trying to keep speed as our main priority here. Get your hands going with the dribble first, and then we're going to add a crossover step into it without slowing down our hands at all. So you want to keep those hands going the whole time. The crossover is really there as a distraction to make it a little bit harder on your hands. Once again, around 4 sets would be good. Then we're into our range section. So this one's going to be around the world dribble. So keep your feet planted, try to keep your toes as forward as you can, and then really get out to that end range of your stick handling. So as far as you can, dribbling the puck the whole time, keep it moving. We want our hands to come out and away from our body and our chest to make this a little bit easier, and so that we can avoid our pants and our other equipment when we have that on. So we're dribbling on the heel the whole time, using our blade properly, as quick as you can with those hands. Next one, also in our range, we're going to set up 2 pucks, one in front of you and one to the side, a little bit behind your foot. And we're going to go figure 8s the easy direction. So up the outside, down through the middle, in a diagonal here. Once again, it's really important we use the heel on the backhand, and then you roll this puck right to the toe of our blade. You can see here how my blade, the heel is a little bit off the ice to get this to aim the right direction. This is why it's so important for us to use the toe on our forehand when we're snapping from outside of our body. So toe, and then heel, toe, and heel. Going as fast as you can, but we're really working on our range. So spread out those pucks as far as you can and get comfortable snapping that puck in uncomfortable areas. After that, we're going to go same thing on the backhand, the easy direction. We're going to go down the middle and up the outsides here. Once again, we're using our toe on our forehand and heel on our backhand. Get that puck right to the heel on the backhand. That's going to give you more consistency on the flatter part of your blade, and then roll it to that toe on that forehand so that you don't miss the puck. Okay, now we're into precision. So this one's going to be Castillo 4 puck. We're gonna set up 4 pucks wider than our feet, ideally about 5 feet apart, and then 2 feet on the up and down side. And we're gonna go through the pucks on the side, big toe drag right here, and then snap this puck all the way across the bottom. Through the pucks, split them, around the outside, snap it down, and across the bottom. This is a really good drill because it's working on snapping pucks when they're in tight to your feet, and also reaching out and controlling it a little bit more of your end lengths. So we're gonna go as fast as you can once you get the hang of it, and really work on the precision and aim of that puck. So we're using the toe properly on the forehand and the heel on the backhand to get lots of accuracy. Okay, same thing, about 4 sets. Take some rest in between when you're tired. And then we're into a game move. So we're gonna work on our backhand drag here. I'm gonna pull up our NHL clips. So we're just gonna have a look at all 4 of these. This is the backhand drag. So here's Marchand. So we're exposing that puck out front, trying to get someone to poke at it, using our backhand to pull around, and then walking out the other way. This one's Eichel. Really good clip of exposing that puck, pulling around, and gone. So if we look right here, he keeps this puck out in front of him to bait that defenseman in to coming after it. Uses the backhand right on the heel of his blade to pull it back, and then forehand toe back out to that other side. Here's Datsuk. Same idea. And then one more, this is Auberg. Pulls it in, goes back the other way when that defenseman comes back at him. So to work on that, we've got a few different drills. First one's just gonna be working in a V shape. So in a V here, we're exposing this puck up in front, dribble for a few, pull, and then snap back. So it's really important on this one, technique-wise, that we reach and extend our hands out without bringing the hands together. And then when we wanna pull this puck, we're gonna get it right on the heel of that blade, the flattest part, so that it pulls back consistently. You're gonna catch it on the toe part of your blade, so right by that cradle, and then snap it up. And if you notice, this puck is making a V shape, right? It's going back and then up to that forehand side on the other side. Then we're just gonna reset, dribble, snap, and back up. Dribble and snap and back up. The further you can pull this puck when you do this move, the more likely it's gonna be successful. Once we've done that, then we're gonna work on the same thing in a 3-puck ladder. So exact same technique, expose that puck, pull back on the heel, and then snap back up on that toe. Pull back, pull back. We're really working on pulling and getting comfortable in that forehand behind range. Okay, and then last one, we're just gonna work on a little bit of an impractical skill, but a lot of fun. I mean, this one is slightly practical. We're gonna go forehand flips. So toe drag in, flip over a stick, slide underneath. Toe drag in, flip over a stick, slide underneath. Once again here, the technique really matters. We want to get some negative momentum on that puck so that it's easier to flip it up without having it fly away from you. We're going to catch that puck right on the cradle area of our blade. So the part of our blade that's touching the ground when you put your hands in that position. It's going to be a little bit different on each curve, but it should be relatively close to the toe of the blade, if not right at the toe. And then it's just a matter of flipping it up on its side and tossing it lightly so that it comes across and doesn't go too far away. And then we just reset and do the same thing again. Toe it in, flip it up, and go. And at the end, the last thing we're gonna do is a little bit of strength. So we're just gonna do a 1-hand stick handle, one hand, only your top hand on the stick, and do 4 sets, stick handling as fast as you can with one hand to really work on the strength of that top wrist. And that takes care of everything for today. Hope you found this helpful, and tune in tomorrow for more skills workouts.